Leg cramps at night? Do this before bed to stop the pain. Are you waking up in the middle of the night with stabbing pain in your calves or feet? Leg cramps, also called Charlie horses, can strike without warning, especially when you're trying to rest. And if you're over 55, you're not imagining it. These nighttime cramps are more common as we age. But here's the good news. There are simple, science-backed things you can do before bed that can significantly reduce or even prevent these painful cramps. In this video, I'll explain what's likely causing them, which everyday foods might be silently making them worse, and what you can start doing tonight to finally sleep cramp-free. So let's begin with the basics. First off, what exactly is a leg cramp? A cramp is an involuntary muscle contraction. That means your muscle tightens suddenly and doesn't relax right away, often causing a sharp, twisting pain. Most often, it happens in the calf, foot, or thigh. These cramps can last anywhere from a few seconds to several minutes. And after it's over, your muscle can feel sore for hours. Now let's talk about why they happen, especially in older adults. As we age, several changes in our body increase the risk of nighttime leg cramps. White heavy check mark muscle loss. After age 50, we naturally lose muscle mass. Weaker muscles cramp more easily. White heavy check mark poor circulation. Less blood flow to the legs, especially at night, can trigger cramps. White heavy check mark dehydration. Older adults are more prone to dehydration, even if you don't feel thirsty. White heavy check mark electrolyte imbalance. Low levels of magnesium, potassium, calcium, or sodium can cause muscles to misfire and cramp. White heavy check mark medications. Common prescriptions, like diuretics, statins, and blood pressure drugs, may deplete essential minerals or affect nerve signals. White heavy check mark lack of movement or poor sleeping position. Staying in one position for too long, especially with tight bed covers, can shorten muscles and lead to spasms. But what many people don't realize is this. Your diet plays a huge role in cramping. Some foods you may be eating every day, especially at dinner or as bedtime snacks, may actually be silently damaging your muscles, joints, and circulation. Let's take a closer look. Here are 3 common foods that might be quietly worsening your leg cramps. 1. Processed meats like bacon, ham, and sausages. These are high in sodium and preservatives like nitrates, which can mess with your electrolyte balance. Excess sodium causes your body to lose potassium, a mineral critical for muscle function. 2. Sugary snacks or sodas before bed. Sugar can spike insulin and increase inflammation. Over time, high sugar intake is linked with nerve damage and impaired blood flow, both major culprits in nighttime cramping. 3. Chips, canned soups, and other salty packaged foods. Again, the high sodium leads to fluid loss and throws off magnesium and potassium levels. Even a salty dinner can set the stage for a midnight muscle spasm. Instead, here are muscle-friendly foods that can support healthy circulation and calm your nerves and muscles before bed. White heavy check mark bananas and avocados, rich in potassium and magnesium. White heavy check mark leafy greens, like spinach, kale, and Swiss chard. White heavy check mark nuts and seeds, especially almonds, pumpkin seeds, and sunflower seeds. White heavy check mark sweet potatoes, full of magnesium and slow-digesting carbs to keep blood sugar steady overnight. White heavy check mark coconut water, a natural source of electrolytes, perfect for sipping in the evening. Just by replacing a few problematic foods and adding in these nutrient-rich options, you may notice fewer cramps and better sleep, sometimes in just a few days. But food is just one part of the picture. In part 2, we'll dive into a simple bedtime routine, including one special stretch and one 30-second trick that helps relax your leg muscles before you fall asleep. These are practical, easy, and doctor-recommended steps you can start doing tonight. Ready to learn the nighttime habits that could end your leg cramp struggles? I'll show you in the next section. Just type "continue" to keep watching. Welcome back. Now that we've uncovered the hidden food culprits and better choices for cramp-free nights, let's talk about what you can do in the last 5 minutes before bed to gently calm your muscles, improve circulation, and greatly reduce the chances of painful leg cramps waking you up. These techniques are easy to do, don't require any equipment, and can be done right beside your bed. Step 1. The toe wall stretch, 1 minute. This stretch targets your calves, the most common area where night cramps strike. Here's how to do it safely. A stand facing a wall. Place one foot about 2 feet behind the other. Keep both heels on the ground and both legs straight. Lean forward slightly and place your hands on the wall for support. You should feel a stretch in the back of your lower leg. Hold each leg for about 30 seconds. It's gentle but very effective. This stretch elongates the muscles, keeping them from seizing up while you sleep. Step 2. The ankle pump trick, 30 seconds. Now let's activate the muscles gently without straining them. This exercise improves circulation, especially if you sit a lot during the day. Here's how. Sit or lie down comfortably. Flex your toes toward your face, then point them away. Do this movement slowly and smoothly, about 10 to 15 times. It mimics the motion of walking, and it helps push blood through your lower legs, bringing fresh oxygen and nutrients to your muscles. Step 3. Magnesium oil or lotion massage, 1 minute. Many older adults are low in magnesium, and topical magnesium can be a soothing solution. Before bed, try applying magnesium oil or a magnesium-rich lotion to your calves or feet. Gently massage in circular motions. This helps relax muscle fibers, improve blood flow, ease tension, and many say it helps them fall asleep faster, too. If you don't have magnesium oil, a warm towel compress or light coconut oil massage can also be soothing. Step 4. Stay hydrated the right way. Remember, dehydration is a leading cause of cramps, especially overnight. But you don't want to drink too much and interrupt your sleep with bathroom trips. Try sipping 4 to 6 ounces of coconut water or electrolyte-rich herbal tea about 30 minutes before bed. Avoid caffeine, sodas, and sugary drinks. They deplete magnesium and potassium and actually increase cramping. Step 5. Sleep position matters. Did you know that how you sleep can contribute to cramps? Here are 2 simple changes. Slightly elevate your legs with a pillow under your knees. This encourages blood flow and keeps leg muscles relaxed. Or avoid tight blankets that force your toes downward. This shortens your calf muscles and may trigger cramps. Keep your feet in a natural, relaxed position. If needed, you can try wearing loose socks or sleep supports that prevent toe pointing. There you have it, a bedtime routine that only takes 5 minutes. Yet it can make a world of difference when it comes to preventing those painful, sleep-stealing leg cramps. But there's one more piece to this puzzle, something many people overlook. In the next section, I'll explain how hidden vitamin deficiencies, even when you eat well, may be the reason your muscles keep cramping, and what simple supplements and daily tweaks can close the gap. Welcome back. We've talked about foods that trigger leg cramps and what to eat instead. And we've gone through a calming bedtime routine that helps soothe your muscles. Now it's time to look deeper at nutrient deficiencies. Because even with a healthy diet, many older adults are still low in certain key vitamins and minerals. And these silent deficiencies can directly contribute to muscle cramps, especially at night. Let's explore the most important ones. 1. Magnesium, the relaxation mineral. Magnesium is the most essential mineral when it comes to muscle cramps. It helps muscles contract and relax properly. Without enough of it, your muscles can spasm or lock up, especially during sleep. But here's the issue. Up to 70% of people over 50 are magnesium deficient, often without realizing it. Why? Aging reduces absorption in the gut. Medications like PPIs, diuretics, and some antibiotics lower magnesium levels. Processed foods are stripped of magnesium. Signs of low magnesium include leg cramps, trouble sleeping, muscle twitching, anxiety or irritability, fatigue. What to do? Eat magnesium-rich foods daily, like spinach, almonds, pumpkin seeds, black beans, and avocado. Supplement smartly. Magnesium glycinate or magnesium citrate are the most absorbable forms, and gentle on digestion. A topical option, Magnesium oil or Epsom salt baths let your skin absorb it directly. Start low, around 200 to 400 milligrams daily, and increase gradually under your doctor's guidance. 2. Potassium, the muscle balancer. Potassium works hand in hand with magnesium. It's key for fluid balance, nerve signals, and muscle control. Too little potassium, called hypokalemia, can cause a leg cramps, a muscle weakness, a fatigue, a irregular heartbeat, in severe cases. Older adults often don't get enough because kidney function changes with age. Some blood pressure medications, like diuretics, deplete potassium. A poor appetite or low fruit/vegetable intake lowers levels. What to do? Add potassium-rich foods like bananas, oranges, lentils, beets, and cantaloupe. Try sweet potatoes instead of white ones. More nutrients, more fiber. Coconut water is a great natural source. Don't supplement potassium without your doctor. Too much can be dangerous with certain medications. 3. Vitamin D, the silent helper. You may know vitamin D helps with bone health, but did you know it also supports muscle function and nerve signaling? Low vitamin D has been linked to increased risk of muscle cramps, especially in older adults, and especially in the winter months or those who stay mostly indoors. What to do? Get safe, regular sun exposure, 10 to 15 minutes on the arms or legs, a few times a week. Eat vitamin D-rich foods, fatty fish, like salmon, fortified dairy, and egg yolks. Ask your doctor to test your levels. Supplement with D3, usually 1,000 to 2,000 IU daily, but dosage depends on your blood test. 4. Vitamin B12, the nerve protector. B12 is crucial for nerve health. A B12 deficiency can cause a nerve tingling, a numbness in feet or legs, a muscle cramps or weakness, a balance problems. This is especially common in older adults because we absorb less B12 as we age, and some medications, like metformin or acid reducers, make it worse. What to do? Eat more B12-rich foods, fish, poultry, eggs, and dairy. If you're vegetarian or over 60, consider a supplement. A sublingual, under the tongue, B12 or injections work best for poor absorption. Remember, your muscles rely on a delicate balance of minerals and vitamins to function properly. When just one piece is out of place, magnesium, potassium, B12, or vitamin D, your muscles may rebel. And those midnight cramps become your unwelcome visitor. The good news? These deficiencies are correctable. With smart choices, a little testing, and daily habit shifts, you can rebalance your body and reclaim peaceful, pain-free sleep. In Part 4, we'll uncover some of the most common mistakes older adults make, habits that seem harmless but actually increase cramping risk at night. Stay with me. You're eating better. You're stretching before bed. You've even started taking the right vitamins and minerals. But the leg cramps still sneak up at night. What gives? Well, sometimes it's the small, everyday habits, things you might not even think twice about, that quietly increase your risk for cramps. In this section, I'll walk you through 5 surprising mistakes many older adults make that may be undoing all your good efforts, and most importantly, how to fix them starting tonight. Mistake number 1. Sitting too long during the day. We all enjoy a good rest, but too much sitting without breaks can cause blood to pool in your legs and feet, which weakens muscle function and slows nutrient delivery. When bedtime comes, your legs haven't had enough circulation, and they're much more likely to cramp up. Fix. Set a gentle timer to get up every 30 to 60 minutes during the day. Even standing up, stretching, or walking in place for 2 minutes helps refresh blood flow. Also try ankle pumps and heel raises during TV time. Simple, silent, and surprisingly effective. Mistake number 2. Drinking too little, or too much, water. Dehydration is a major driver of leg cramps, but here's the twist. Too much water too late in the evening can cause sleep interruptions, while too little throughout the day sets the stage for night cramps. Fix. Hydrate evenly throughout the day. Aim for 6 to 8 cups of fluids, mostly from water, herbal teas, or electrolyte drinks. Stop heavy drinking about 1 to 2 hours before bed to avoid bathroom trips. Remember, foods like cucumbers, watermelon, oranges, and soup also count toward hydration. Mistake number 3. Overexerting the legs late in the day. While light movement is great, intense activity too close to bedtime can actually irritate and exhaust your muscles, making them prone to spasms as they try to recover. Fix. Do heavier leg activity, like walking, yard work, or exercise, earlier in the day, preferably before 5 p.m. Use evenings for gentle movement only, yoga, stretching, or slow strolls. Always follow activity with a cool-down stretch and a magnesium-rich snack or drink. Mistake number 4. Wearing tight socks or bedding. If your toes are pointed downward for hours, either from tight bedding or constrictive socks, it shortens your calf muscles unnaturally. This position is a major trigger for cramps. Fix. Use loose blankets that allow your feet to rest in a natural, neutral position. Avoid tight socks or compression wear overnight unless prescribed by your doctor. Try a small pillow under your knees to relax your lower body while sleeping. Mistake number 5. Skipping a bedtime wind-down routine. Your muscles, just like your mind, need a signal that it's time to relax. Without a wind-down period, your nervous system stays stimulated, and your muscles can remain tense, leading to cramping while you sleep. Fix. Establish a calming routine 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Dim the lights. Stretch gently. Avoid screens. Try soft music, a warm foot soak, or gentle breathing exercises. Sip a magnesium-rich herbal tea, like chamomile with lemon balm. Over time, this routine tells your body it's safe to release tension and fully relax. These 5 small adjustments, when added to the food, stretch, and supplement strategies we covered earlier, can dramatically reduce the frequency and intensity of nighttime leg cramps. Sometimes, it's not just about doing the right things. It's about avoiding the wrong ones that quietly undo your progress. But if you've tried all these solutions and still struggle with regular cramps, don't ignore it. In the final part of this video, we'll talk about when it's time to speak with your doctor, and which underlying health conditions could be hiding behind persistent leg cramps. You've made the changes. You've improved your diet, stretched your muscles, boosted your hydration, and corrected your nutrient levels. But the leg cramps still won't stop. When that happens, it's time to dig deeper, because sometimes, persistent or severe nighttime leg cramps are a sign of something more serious going on beneath the surface. Let's walk through a few important medical reasons to rule out, and when it's time to consult your doctor. 1. Peripheral artery disease, PAD. PAD happens when arteries in the legs become narrowed or blocked, often due to plaque buildup. This limits blood flow, especially during rest, and can trigger leg cramps, especially in the calves. Signs include a leg pain or cramps when walking that stop with rest, a cold or numb feet, a slow healing wounds on the legs or toes. Important, PAD increases your risk of heart disease and stroke. If you notice these symptoms, talk to your doctor about an ankle brachial index test. It's simple and painless. 2. Nerve compression or neuropathy. Sometimes, leg cramps come from pinched nerves, often in the lower back, or from nerve damage like peripheral neuropathy, common in diabetes. This kind of pain may feel like a burning, tingling, a shooting pain down the leg, a cramps triggered by certain positions. If you've been diagnosed with diabetes, sciatica, or spinal issues, it's worth discussing this with your doctor. You may need physical therapy, nerve-supporting supplements like B12, or medication adjustments. 3. Electrolyte imbalance from medications. Certain medications, especially diuretics, water pills, statins, and blood pressure drugs, can deplete your body's minerals like potassium, magnesium, or calcium. Even if your diet is solid, these medications may create a hidden imbalance. If you're taking any of these and experiencing cramps, don't stop them, but do ask your doctor about checking your electrolyte levels or adjusting your dose. 4. Thyroid or hormonal issues. Both hypothyroidism and adrenal gland imbalances can lead to muscle weakness and cramps. These are often overlooked, especially in older adults. Other clues. A fatigue. A weight changes. a sensitivity to cold, a slow heart rate or mood changes. A simple blood test can reveal whether your hormones are playing a role in your leg discomfort. 5. Serious imbalances or illnesses. In rare cases, frequent leg cramps may be linked to a kidney disease, a liver issues, a certain neurological disorders, a medication interactions. That's why you should always report frequent, worsening, or unexplained cramps, especially if they happen nightly for weeks, affect your ability to sleep, are accompanied by swelling, redness, or weakness. What to ask your doctor. When you do speak to your doctor, bring notes on when the cramps happen, how long they last, any medications or changes in your diet, any other symptoms you've noticed. Ask about blood tests for electrolytes, magnesium, vitamin D, and B12, a circulation check for PAD, a nerve function test if you suspect neuropathy, a reviewing side effects of your current medications. Getting to the root of chronic leg cramps may take a little time, but you don't have to suffer in silence. With the right questions, the right lifestyle changes, and a little medical insight, you can finally say good night to leg cramps, and good morning to deep, peaceful sleep. White heavy check mark. Identify and replace cramp triggering foods. White heavy check mark. Create a nightly stretch and hydration routine. White heavy check mark. Balance your minerals, especially magnesium and potassium. White heavy check mark. Avoid the 5 cramp triggering mistakes. White heavy check mark. Talk to your doctor if symptoms persist. Your body is always talking to you, sometimes in whispers, sometimes in cramps. Listen to it with care, respond with love, and don't be afraid to ask for help. You deserve rest. You deserve comfort. And most of all, you deserve to wake up pain-free. If this video helped you, please consider giving it a thumbs up, sharing it with someone who might need it, and subscribing for more trusted tips on senior health and wellness. This is your health companion, signing off. Until next time, take care of your body, and it will take care of you.